There comes a nostalgia for a certain kind of Saturday morning cartoon that doesn't really exist anymore, outside a very certain kind of man-child remaking it for Netflix or it being about crying. So when the powers that be approached me to write a game about those nostalgic times, I kind of thought it was a bad idea, to be honest. There are plenty of games that try to do it, plenty more will try after this one as well. But after some negotiations and vague promises, I was convinced to use the Notepad D20 system to create Super Saturday Hero Showtime. Because yeah, it's a D20 game, fuck you, that's what they wanted. But let's start from the top, shall we? The first thing you do is make your show. Because it's not a Saturday morning cartoon without a cartoon. The writer's room is establishing the parts that go into it. Are you an action show? A comedy? Episodic? Serial stories? Do you actually have a budget? What's the merchandising look like? It's toy sales or bust, baby. One of my primary goals was making sure that people got invested in this fake show, adding things like special episodes, tropes, and doing everything to make sure that you're in it. We also got to work with copyright law because yeah, you're gonna be Teenage Mutant Samurai Rats and you'll like it, goddammit. When we actually reached the game itself though, I actually borrowed a bit from Flying Swordsman, turning all of our attributes into die values. So our antics, bravery, friendship, and savvy are marked from D0 to D20, making every check 2 dice, hopefully. And yes, there are roll under saves as well, because we can't have a D20 without those, of course. Though, most everything is a dice value. A silent goal, making everything feel tactile in a way as well. Gimmicks are your ability to do things. Skills in any other world, but your star has unique gimmicks. So no one else can be good at sword fighting if you have it, but you can't have tech if someone else does. Gear and powers turn out to be eerily similar, as they are a thing that does a thing, but they are dulled when you use them, only recovering when you use your stick. Your stick is like a class, where you select a series of options to give you a wider breadth per one of these sticks. Let's take the Lone Wolf, which can be the dark bad hero and impossibly cool for these stats. They can spend their plot power, kind of like a meta currency in health at the same time, to perform their special abilities, which here is trying to go first. But they also have their influences and hang-ups. These grant unique benefits when you play to their influences, or problems when your hang-up happens. So our dark bad hero is really ready to do it solo, but also thinks that you're dragging me down, man, when somebody actually fumbles. They're edgelords, but they're our edgelord. Pick some gimmicks and powers and ta-da, a character is born. Don't forget your recovery though, which for the lone wolf is being a dark and brooding loner with a shadow of their heart, alone. Edgily. A lot of the actual game, though, was trying to replicate tropes, but on a more technical level, it was trying to force players and the GM to get into the mindset of how structured these shows are. Most of the time, things are laid out and are pretty forward, with the only oddity being combat because, well, it's combat in a series where combat is mostly about saying biff bang kapow a few times, which is funny because rev points and a lot of the fundamentals of combat are from Fear and Hunger, Solus, and Sominum, which a vast majority of the game is actually from. From getting your face ripped off to ouch is a hell of a jump, but it somewhat works. Making a game based on a fictional series was a challenge, especially when that series could be anything from TMNT to Moo Mesa or some variety of the Transformers. Given infinite time and infinite effort, we could go in a lot of different directions, becoming a note hack truther, doubling down on a lot of its ideas as its own unique fork, or just adapting it to a particular series to make the mighty Morphin Monkey Monsters of the series, the game, the TRPG, as a shorthand for whatever comes to mind that day. It's a fantasy within a fantasy, but isn't that a dream of every Saturday morning cartoon? My name is Notepad Anon, and this was Super Saturday Hero Showtime. All the links are down below as always. If you like what I do here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe as usual. Godspeed, good luck, and remember, buy that merch, everyone.